Hello and welcome to Beside the Point, a little something extra apart from our regular program. And today we are joined by indie pop artist Van Hechter. Hello, Van.
Hey, welcome.
Hey guys.
Welcome.
Hey, so who's straight?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, not us. No.
We try to shuffle it.
I actually thought it was you and then you, but I just got it all wrong. Now
Way
it is.
off.
Hear that, boys?
Hey, nice.
Well, that you had an unlikely answer.
Oh.
Do we get one of these? Yeah.
Yeah, which takes us actually your EP, which I have to say again, you were on the show a month or so ago. I told you I was obsessed with your EP. I am still obsessed with your EP.
I don't believe you.
Called
It's
Van
fine.
Unlikely.
It's fine.
I am.
I like to hear that.
Good folks and love and music go through my head
you like it?
all the time.
Okay.
I mean, the rest of
Very
the album
happy.
too. The rest of the EP too. But those two songs, they really stand out to me. Unlikely, Van Unlikely.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
It's my favorite. It's my favorite song on.
Because you have a song.
And I have I'll push it for radios, and and video will come out because it's like my. But I wanted to keep it for 2018. So we're waiting. For me, that was the focal point of the album, and it comes from just my grandfather telling me, "You're a very unlikely little man." And I thought, and because he was, and yes, people would say, oh, that's because he's gay. But no, he was like, this little one, it's not just
Something's
the
up.
feminine side or whatever, it's something else. He's got a mind of his own, and he's got these obsessions, and he's just a funny little guy. And we had a bond, we loved each other. I just
Cute.
remembered it when came time to write the last song on the album.
Now, have you always done music?
Ever since I was 5 with my comb. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Along to disco
You credit
songs.
your poem as like a writing partner.
Yeah.
Who were your So who did you listen to growing up?
I think that I'm going to say really anything my mother brought. My father was very much into classical, and I didn't like that at first. It's hard for children, I think. I think as a kid you like boppy things and you want to dance. So I enjoyed that later. But my mother was really interested in music, and she made me understand stuff like, oh, now this is disco and this is punk. And why are these people going that way? They're against disco, and so she sort of like trained me to understand music. And I think it's because of her that I'm doing this. It was our bond, and then it became my love. I think it saved my life many times. Just being in music, whether producing or writing or anything. I think if I don't have that, I'm not a happy person.
Wow.
Cool.
So-
That's really nice.
And I listen to a lot of sort of that 77 to 82. I was obsessed with that.
Years.
How would
Okay,
you
yeah.
describe your music?
It's
Something like that?
charged with that, and then of course later on I think I'd like to explore anything sort of Motowny, but in an electro kind of a way. I
Okay.
shouldn't say
Ooh,
it,
yeah.
but that's where I'm going.
It's a nice fusion.
And that
Spoiler
also-
alert.
Well, I might change my mind because that's hard to do. You know, we're I own now I have my own record label, and it's like we were thinking, oh, it'd be great, but so many people to hire. We need more money, is what I'm saying.
Don't we all?
Yeah.
I hear you.
Now you're an out gay artist.
What?
What?
No.
Oh,
We are now. Yeah. Too late.
Gotcha.
Shit.
Cat's out of the bag.
Yeah. Secrets out.
Oh no. The jig is up.
Yeah.
Okay.
When we were first talking about you coming on the show, you had said that it was actually very important to you to identify that way.
This is true. My idea when I really decided to be in music was I'm going to go in not lying. And when I first started making demos, and it was a while ago now, and things have changed, but not that much. And I was asked, why don't you? I was quite pretty then. I was like a very cute, very young,
pretty.
Yeah, I was
Thank you.
gonna
But now
say.
it's different. It's not. But I mean, I was like that.
20 years ago.
I was that kind of 25 years ago, yes.
What?
I
I was
25
kidding.
years ago, but this is true. 25 years ago, I was just very pretty. And
Okay.
and they wanted me to do like I went into a punk band because my openings were, we want you to be like in a boys band kind of thing, but then you have to conceal your whole person. And I said no, and I closed a lot of doors. Well, maybe not a lot, but a few. And it was just too important for me. It was like I remember thinking I'd rather be poor all of my life and just be honest about it. Of course. And you know, ever since I was 5 years old, I wore eyeliner. I wore suits. I wanted little suits always and ties, and I wanted
is
to
so
be
cute.
and leather jackets. I wanted leather jackets. That was, and I'm doing it now. And I used to pencil in mustaches. So now I have the mustache. And
It looks great. Good job growing
Thank you,
that.
thank you. But that to me is honest. You know, I've just
Yeah.
remained, and anyone who's tried to change me, and it always happens. Even sometimes I go for a show and there's a makeup artist. Oh, you know, honey, you should like really. And I'm like, you're not going to change it. This is what I want to do.
Back off.
And I'm never going to compromise on that.
Do you think? I'm just wondering. I mean, people who are now younger now, they may want to go into the business, whether it's filmmaking, acting, music. How do you get over that fear that it may close some doors?
I think that now things are easier. I don't think filmmaking is a problem. I think if you're an actor, it's still a problem. I think if you're a singer, it's still a problem. I think anything behind is not a problem, and possibly never was. Never was. Or to a lesser degree.
Extent, yeah.
I don't think, when you're behind, but they still don't want a front man or a front girl to not be heterosexual. So, and you know what's the funny part is I was actually with women, and out of curiosity.
Oh, you
I was
were
a very
with women?
curious
Oh, in like the
person
biblical
in
sense?
general. Like if I had been straight, I probably would have had sex once with a man to see. I'm
Okay.
kind of like that kind of person. So the reverse is also right.
That's
You know?
unlikely.
My grandfather was right. And so, but the thing is, what I hear oftentimes, because I do speak about, 4 years with a girlfriend, and then, randomly, I had like this fluke with a woman once, 5 years ago. Just came, and it was sincere, but nothing could come of it. It had to be those, I'm going to brag, 45 minutes, no, 20. It had to be those 20 minutes. But the thing is, I speak to people in the business who try to hire me, and they try to cling to that. Oh, you're gay, but I see, you were speaking about, someone told me you had a girlfriend for 4 years, so you're a little less gay, kind of thing. So you're all right.
Yeah.
I still get that.
Wow.
I still get that. And I admit this, I actually play on it, so I give into that prejudice myself. Because when someone's super homophobic in my face, I sort of casually drop the 4-year girlfriend thing.
Yeah.
It freaks
think
them
we
out.
all-
It freaks them out.
Yeah. Sometimes you
I
gotta score some
shouldn't
social
use it.
plus
I
signs.
know I shouldn't use it, but it shows how we're not
Yeah.
as advanced as we
Yeah.
think. we
No,
are.
I think most gay men do that to a certain degree when faced with those sorts of situations. You kind of let certain things
Anytime
go.
you're faced with something
Yeah.
you understand fully.
Well, it's the holiday season right now.
Yes.
You're gearing up for 2018.
Yes.
What are your plans for the holidays, and what do you have in store for 2018?
All right. Well, as I mentioned, I now own a record label,
Which is
Isotope Records. I actually have cards for every one of you somewhere.
Amazing.
I know,
Very
yeah.
nice. Very nice cards. So this will have been our first year. We released my album. We released New York DJ's disco-y, new disco sound on October 26th. I wanted it to be, we did a very late 70s kind of a vibe on him with actual real instruments, not just electro. We have a lot of, for 2018, we have singles coming out, videos of mine. I signed this guy, I'm not sure yet, but I signed this other guy who's fantastic for an album. That's going to keep us busy for 2018. But my first thing is I need to write my 2019 album.
Oh.
That's far
so
ahead.
soon?
Wow.
Well, it will be time. We released Van Unlikely May 1st, 2017.
Oh, wow.
So I'm thinking by maybe
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
the fall of 2018, maybe early 2019 will be time to have something else out. So I'm going from January 3rd to Valentine's Day. I'm going to Florida to just write.
Wow.
That's going to be like a holiday at the same time.
Wow, cool.
I'm doing that, and then I'll come back and work hard. and try to
get
do
that shit
something
done.
with
Great.
myself.
Yeah, well, that's great. Well, if people want to know more about you, more importantly, listen to your music, download your music, buy your music, how do they get?
I'm gonna say this. I really don't care if you don't buy it. Just get it.
Oh wow.
Copy it. I don't care. I don't care. I don't even think that we make
Is it on
money
Spotify?
from
Because I
albums.
never know how that works.
It's
Yeah.
on Spotify. Well,
I don't know if I should feel guilty if it's asking if it's on Spotify.
Oh, you don't know how Spotify works, or you don't know how?
I don't know exactly how money
It's
ends
on
up in your
Spotify.
pocket.
It's on Spotify, but it's a Netflix. Spotify is a Netflix. It's the
Okay.
same principle. You pay that much, it's like $10 a month, and then then you access anything. You just can re-listen.
I will check you out
That's
on
pretty good. Spotify, Google Play, Deezer, God, of course, iTunes. All of them. Some of them are like I read, from Eastern Europe.
Oh,
We're on
yeah,
there.
yeah.
Something, and they like some of the songs. They're very, very funny people, the Eastern Europeans, I have to say. I know this is.
They're known for their humor.
Hey.
My family.
What are you?
Hungarian.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, my
what?
husband is Hungarian,
Amazing.
and you know what? That's why I like sitting next to you now. I know I felt it.
There it is. There it
smell.
is. You can smell it.
There's
That's
the
pheromones,
smell.
right? Yeah.
Cheers. Did you can I ask one
please.
thing? Did you marry? Are you with a Hungarian girl?
No, they're nuts.
That's what.
Whoa. I happen to be not.
And those letters can come right to thepointguys@gmail.com.
All Hungarian
I'm
women.
just saying.
Are now insane according to new reports.
It's beautiful.
They're very hot.
I mean, Hungarian men are crazy too, though. I do not.
Oh, I have the
discriminate.
nicest.
crazy.
Though I have the nicest husband, and we are now more friends. We've like he's got so much on his plate, and but I think I married the nicest person. I don't think I could have married a Canadian. It's the strangest thing.
It's
It's just there's something with my old European. I think my genes sort of
I get that. I
works
feel like
better,
that.
and the understanding, the way of life. It's just yeah.
He's in the music industry as well.
No, he's in movies.
Oh, nice.
He does
there
what
you
you
go.
do.
Crazy.
What's that?
I think you may be interested in
What's
movies.
that?
I think you may be interested in filmmaking.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
he's in that.
Okay, well,
Well, talk to your
yeah, we're doing
husband.
some
Well, let's not do
networking
that.
too.
Yeah,
I think it's very important to support independent artists.
I agree.
I think it's very important to support independent LGBT artists.
Yes.
Yes.
But even more important, LGBT independent artists who are really good.
Those are the best.
And those are
Sorry.
the best.
I
Van
apologize in
Hechter,
advance.
check him out online. Van Unlikely, thank you very much.
It's my
Van,
honor.
happy holidays to everybody.
Happy holidays.
And we will see you next time on The Point.